Hello, this video is to help you create a basic piece of content for your LED sign. What we want to do is create something similar to this here. Welcome to our place. Pretty straightforward, simple, but it's clean, has a background, it has text, there's an outline and a drop shadow. So what we'll do is we'll put this here on the side and get started. We'll start with the design program. We'll double click on that here. And that will bring up your LED screen size. This should have already been pre-configured for your actual LED sign. So the first basic features we want to look at of our sample is we'll notice there's a background here. We'll go into Internet Explorer and open up our LED content folder. And we'll pick the background that we like. In this case, we want to go with this green wave background. We'll right click on it and we'll copy. Then we'll go back to our design platform and we'll right click and we'll paste. And that'll drop that background into our workspace. We can take that and drag it up to the upper left hand corner past the outside edges. Grab this little node here, click on it and drag it all the way across the screen to fill the entire screen. So now we have a background image. And it could be any other image you want. It could be a picture or other colors and so on. Now we want to add the words welcome to our space, our place. So we'll do that by we'll click on headline icon right here to the left. That'll drop in this box that we can move around. To change the text, we'll click up here and we'll type our wording. So that's welcome right there. There's a lot of features you could apply to this. You could change the font, you can change the colors and so on and so forth. And you can try those on your own until you like the perfect look. To replicate our sample here, we notice that it's red, so we'll click on the color icon and we'll choose the color red. Also, because it's difficult to read, we want to add an outline, so we'll click on outline and we'll give it some thickness, create some contrast, and then simply picking this icon here for drop shadow, which you can modify the amount of drop shadow, from which angle you want the drop shadow to come in from. That looks pretty good right there. We can maybe make it a little bit more bold. Now we can add more headline text, and they'll come in generic like previously. Or let me delete that. If we like the way we created the word welcome, we can right click on it and copy, and then right click on it and paste, and we made a duplicate using the same characteristics. We'll move that here to the bottom and we'll change that to the word place. Align that to where we would like it. And now we can add the words to hour in the middle, and you could do them in any order, obviously. Right click copy, right click paste, and we'll change the wording. And we don't need that one as big, so we'll just shrink it down a bit and put it right there. So it looks pretty close to what our target is. And you can do a lot with this also. I mean, obviously you can play with the colors. You can try different color themes, depending what your mood is, or what the product is, or what the announcement might be. You can even use an eyedropper if you like a color from the background somewhere, and you click on it and it'll replicate that color onto your text. You can change the shape of your text by, let me go back again, by clicking on the word shapes here, shapes icon, and you can scroll through all those different layout options. Let's try one. There we go. So there's quite a bit you can do. Don't mind me, I'm just experimenting as I'm showing you how to do this as well. There we go. A lot of nice other features like positioning, like so. Make them look a little bit more whimsical and so on. So now we're happy with the way our image looks. Now we want to be able to save this in two formats. One is in this format here, so we can come back later again and recycle it, maybe reuse it, or maybe change the wording or the colors and so on and so forth. And then we want to also save it as a JPEG file for our LED playlist program to be able to import and upload to your LED sign. So we'll save it in this format first. We'll go to the file icon up here, up above. Click on Save As. And we always save in our LED content folder, right here. And we'll give it a name. Let's name this Test 1, 2, 3. Very creative. Now we want to save it as a JPEG. We'll click on the file icon, and right here, Save as JPEG. Click on that, and again we're in our LED content folder. It's already named Test 1, 2, 3, or you could name it whatever the content is. Welcome to our place. Save. And continue. Now you created a piece of content. If we look in our folder, our LED content folder, we'll see it's right here. We just created this. I'll take a moment to show you a few other features while we're here. In addition to the outline, you could also create an inline feature with maybe a different color. Rather than a drop shadow, you can create the 3D effect. There we go, like an extrusion. There's a nice feature called kerning to place more spacing between the characters. To make it easier to read. You can obviously make it more or less opaque, depending on the design you're trying to accomplish. You can blur the image as well, obviously. There's also a ready-made section here that you can choose from. And then you can modify those as you I hope that this video gave you a little guidance as to how to create content. We can show you how to use it basically, but creativity is going to be on you. You need to see how your product needs to be represented, and we recommend maybe hand sketching something on a piece of paper, some direction as to what you're trying to accomplish. And as always, if you have any questions, please contact Maxlite LED Signs, and we're more than happy to help you. Visit us at maxlite.com, maxxlite.com. Thank you and have a wonderful day.